Hi, I'm Eric Clemens, and this is Hire a Veteran. What makes you tick?
Well, I like to leave a lasting impression, on what I do. I like to have some kind of a tangible result.
At a time when so many people are out of work, why not give a little extra help to veterans who've given so much to this country? And if Comcast can help connect employers to veterans who are looking for work, then hopefully we'll help someone find a job.
Hire a Veteran, a new program from Xfinity On Demand, is an innovative, untraditional approach to matching employers with employees.
Back in the summertime, I was meeting with the Secretary of Veteran Services, and we were brainstorming about ideas on how Comcast can attract veterans to come and work at Comcast. And we started thinking about other opportunities, and the idea of using our platform of On Demand came up, and the light bulbs went off.
We work very closely with the Massachusetts Department of Veteran Services to help us identify these veterans, and many of them have been out of work for a very long time. We have veterans from all different eras of the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, even more recent conflicts.
Basically, once the veterans have decided that this might be something that's useful for them, we do a little bit of prep with them and get them some interview questions and get them into the studio to talk with Eric.
Everybody likes to play around behind the scenes when the camera's not directly on them. Totally different thing to sit down under the lights and at the camera. But I would say 95% of these people have been very composed, very articulate, shown their personality a little bit. I think it's going very, very well. What is it about your military experience that has prepared you for the types of jobs you're looking for? And somebody watching this tape, a prospective employer, why would they want to give you a call back?
Well, absolutely. I mean, from having served in the military, I have a strong sense of discipline, motivation, determination. I found the experience really exhilarating. Eric is a great guy. I found that the individuals who work here at Comcast have been very warm. Obviously, Comcast quite clearly cares about veterans and is trying to give back to the community. I was really excited, and I said, please sign me up, and then the rest is here.
I was able to bring 6 of my 7 veterans with me today for the interviews, and I was fortunate enough to be able to stay in the room where they were showing the taping and stuff, and so I was able to see how they all reacted, and I was really impressed with all of them. They did a very good job. Even the one that was most apprehensive held it together.
Yeah, everybody's always nervous as soon as they get here with all the lights and the cameras. They're not used to this, but Eric's done a wonderful job calming them down and just being natural. And you can see as soon as they start to warm up, their personality just comes out, and I think it's going to help them a lot. I think it's a great thing.
Well, I was a little nervous about the on-camera thing at first because I haven't really had a lot of experience public speaking. But, I mean, if it pans out and we get some attention out there for ourselves, then, I think it's all for the better.
I'm a perfectionist as a rule, almost to a fault, I mean, I'm one of those kind of people. I can work with just about anybody, and I'm also the kind of guy, once I know the job, you tell me what you need, and I'll get the job done.
Ronald, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, pleasure. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's a great program for veterans that are maybe coming home from Iraq, and if anything that can help them find jobs, this is a great way of doing it, I think.
I guess enthusiasm will be one way of characterizing it, but I would say emotional too. I think particularly for Comcast employees to hear the stories of these veterans, what they've been doing for a number of years in their service and what they're looking for, I think everybody wants them all to succeed.
Most of these veterans have given a good chunk of their lives. Their families have made a lot of sacrifices. And I think the least that we can do is, once they return, is to give them an opportunity to provide for their families and to find meaningful employment.
I just want to say I'm really, really happy to be part of this. Hire a Veteran, I think, is a wonderful opportunity. The economy right now is so bad, and it's so hard, especially with more veterans coming back from serving. And any help we can give them is just, I think it's wonderful.
I'm glad I get to be a part of it. I was excited to be. I actually got to speak to my husband yesterday, and I told him all about it, and he was happy to hear, and he's over in Afghanistan serving right now, so we're really hoping that this type of thing will still be around when he gets home.
First of all, tell us about your branch of the military you served in, the jobs you performed there, and the jobs you might be seeking right now.
In the military, I was a military police officer.
It's interviewing practice. It's talking about yourself and becoming comfortable, sort of blowing your own horn and that kind of thing. So I think that all the way around, it's a great thing to do, and the veterans who have come in today to be taped and are leaving are all very positive, feel really good about it. are happy that they did it, and think if nothing else, it differentiates their resume
Thank you,
a little
Eric. I
bit from
really
a big
appreciate
stack
it.
that might be on a recruiter's desk.
All right.
And it's so much better to be able to see somebody in person than just get a resume over the computer or a telephone call or an application. So this may well work.
Today's just the first step. We have the veterans here, and they're being taped, and they're telling their stories about why they would be good candidates for a prospective job.
Hire a Veteran on Demand is aimed to raise the bar in terms of corporate involvement to encourage businesses to take a look at veterans and all of the skill sets they have to offer today's workplace. You can find out more by going to Get Local, Hire a Veteran.
The next step is getting that message out there, and it's not just getting it on the local video on demand platform. It's using other venues to get this word out, whether it's through public relations and their traditional media sources or social media, tweeting, what have you. We want to get this out to as many people as possible, cast a wide net, and that way we can help get these folks some jobs.